Hello, Clutter Warrior. Let's talk about the idea of someday. If you think that someday is your secret weapon, and that by pushing things off to this undefined, undetermined future nondescript date is the way that you're good, if that's your get out of jail free card, I just want to poke a hole in that because that is definitely one of your 200 lies. Let's be clear: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You don't have a calendar with a someday on it, neither do I. So if you are scheduling things for someday, you might as well really say, I'm scheduling them for never, because that's how likely it is to occur. If you don't make a discrete appointment with yourself and then keep that appointment, all of those things that you are pushing down the road for someday are never likely to happen. Now, some of those things might not need to happen, but if some of them do, if they are things that are important to you, if they are aligned with your values, this is your chance to actually pull them forward. Another thing to remember is that if you don't have the urge or the desire to do something, that's information that is worth processing. If you're procrastinating because it's uncomfortable or unpleasant, that's different than pushing it away because it doesn't really align with your values, but you feel like you should do it or you ought to do it. And if you're not watching me in this moment, I just made air quotes. So we want to be super clear about shoulds and haves tos. When things are aligned with our values, sometimes we like to say here, winners do what they have to do, everyone else does what they want to do. And sometimes you just have to suck it up and do it. If, on the other hand, you're putting it off because it really doesn't matter and the fact that it hasn't been done has not negatively impacted your life, that is useful information for you to process. So it isn't so black and white that just because you're not doing something, you should be doing it. There are some things that maybe you shouldn't be doing. If they need to be done and you don't feel like doing them, maybe there's something that you can delegate to a helper, whether that's somebody inside your family or a friend, or even an outside service like Handy or TaskRabbit or Angie's List, right? I mean, there's plenty of ways for you to get something done that doesn't require you physically to do it if it is important to you, if you've been procrastinating on it long enough, but it does have value to you. If you've been avoiding it and it doesn't have any value, maybe you can just cross it off your list and stop tormenting yourself about it. It doesn't, like so many things when it comes to decluttering your life and getting organized and then staying organized, it often isn't very complicated. We bring a ton of story and misinformation to the process that clouds our judgment. When we can quiet that down, whether that's through focused actual meditation or just some quiet reflection. I say all the time, you don't need to become a Zen monk to actually benefit from meditation or quiet reflection. Mindfulness is just being present and aware in the moment for whatever's actually happening and not clouding it with your judgments, your fantasies, your desires, your resentments, your disappointments, your expectations. It's just allowing yourself to meet whatever's arising in the moment. So when you think about those someday projects, if some of them really don't matter, why don't we just accept that and celebrate? They don't matter. I've been dragging them around behind me like a pile of garbage. I could just let them go. I put them in the recycle bin, right? Don't just leave them on the side of the road. Throw them away where they belong. But you could check them off your list and nobody's going to feel worse for it. So if you've been leveraging someday as your superpower, this is my invitation to you to look at that and see what you can do to actually move from someday to today or tomorrow. Make a real appointment with yourself to do something, and conversely, give yourself permission to cross it off your list if it's really something that you don't need to do. That's the tip for today. Thanks for spending some time with me. I'll look forward to being with you again real soon.